guys, Doc. So last week I turned 60 years old. Happy birthday, Doc. Thank you, guys. I turned 60 years old last week, and I have learned a ton of stuff over the years. I've made so many mistakes, but they're great because you learn. One of the things that I want you to understand from this video is don't freak out. You're gonna get warm periods moving. I'm sweating my butt off. It's 80 degrees out here and it's February 23rd or something. I don't know what the date is. You're gonna get this stuff, but then later we're gonna get some freezes in. So you just need to be prepared for this kind of stuff. That's why I said, I've warned you guys, get your pre-emergent out early, if possible. I'll answer some questions for you about pre-emergent and other stuff a little bit in the video. I'm gonna show you, we got fish coming in today at the farm. I'm gonna cut the golf green. We're starting to manage the back, a couple things over there at the farm property. We're gonna be moving in a couple of weeks. Man, I'm tired. Hold on, just a random video. Okay, so this is what I wanted you to see. I hope you can see this, but can you see all this green coming up? Look at that. Look at all that green shooting up February 23rd, and my whole yard looks like that. Is that insane or what? That's crazy. Ooh, yeah, so it's February 23rd. And this whole week is in the 70s and even touching into the 80s. This is just crazy. I'm not saying that we're going to get some cold weather and freezes move in, but I sure am glad that I put down some pre-emergent. I got my pre-emergent down, and I'm glad I got my PGF balance down. This is a perfect example of a lawn gently waking up, maybe at the wrong time, but it's gently waking up on its own. I'm letting nature do its stuff. I do not want to tackle that. We're going to be moving sometime in maybe 3 or 4 weeks over to the new farm property. I think this is one of the last weeks on the remodel project. And dude, I'm getting old. I just don't want to pack up all my crap. But anyways, that'll be the last move that I make. Next one will be they'll be burying me in a coffin. Today, I just want to show you how quickly things can turn. So you can all of a sudden get this real quick warm up in. This is why I say come out early, guys. This is not, we're not going to stay this warm, but this is a good example. 10 days in the 70s, into the 80s today. I mean, I'm hot, dude. I'm sweating. I'm just washed my truck. Today I'm going to, we got some fish coming today for the pond property. Great stocking company if you need any fish stocked anywhere in your bathtub or something. I figured I'd cut the putting green. I'm throwing out green shocker on the putting green, which is an all fast release 712. But I wanted to show you this. Can you see the yellowing here? So all my poana is starting to die. It takes a long time. But now that we're getting these warm days, it's finally starting to dry. The other thing I'm going to talk to you real quick about is testing your irrigation system. So let's go forward. So let me just give you guys a quick tip on your irrigation systems. Now, I don't want to say go out and turn your irrigation system on now, because then all of a sudden we'll get a whole week and it'll be 20 degrees and you're like, Doc, you told me to turn my irrigation system on now. My pipes are frozen. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we had such a hard freeze this year. We got down a lot of places, and a lot of you guys got down into 10 degrees, 9 degrees. You got a really hard freeze. And I had to tell you right now, my upper pipes actually burst on my irrigation system. Every year, I have an older house. I have an old system and I have a new system. And it seems like every year, one of those valves goes bad out front. And so I turn my irrigation system on, and I actually test it, and I run it, and I wait. And what I do is I wait to see if I have a leaky valve. And what you'll see is while this grass is dry, if you have a dry lawn, you'll see this dark spot show up. And you'll get, it'll be all squishy, and you'll be like, man. So walk around, check all your valve stations, because it's easy right now to get an irrigation guy out to your house. Come the end of March and into April, when you really need it, you're not going to be able to get them. So it's just a tip. I'm not saying go out and turn on your irrigation systems. What I'm saying is if you want to, this is not a bad time to go out and test your irrigation system. Make sure you don't have any leaks. Turn them on, let it run. Don't worry about it. Just let them run and look for those leaky valves if you have any, because we did have that hard freeze. And I guarantee you, a lot of people are going to have bad valves this year, and the irrigation guys are going to be just nuts. So that's just one little tip for you. So see all this little green coming up? Now that's kind of normal this time of year when we have these warm fronts come in, so don't freak out about it. Say, oh, my lawn, do I need to scalp? Okay, number one, a couple of you guys have asked about, is it too late to put pre-emergent down? It's never too late. I don't care if it's June. If you have not put down pre-emergent, put down pre-emergent, number one. Number two, you can put down your PGF balance anytime you want, and if you have high phosphorus, I forgot to answer this in the last video, if you have high phosphorus, just get some PGF Complete 0 phosphorus and just put a very light coat on that out. But this, I want to warn you, this is not the time to scalp. I am not going to be doing my actual full scalp right now. Don't be tricked into going in and scalping down the dirt. It's still too early. This is normal. This is normal when you get these warm temps come in. You've treated your lawn nice. You know, maybe you've put down Humichar, maybe you put down PGF balance, and all of a sudden you get some warm temperatures and rain move in. You're going to get a little bit of green. It's going to happen. But don't overreact. Don't do it. Don't overreact. So today, I'll just hop out. If you follow our channels, there's an area we're building on the farmhouse. We have a new fence and we're going to put in a yard back there. I haven't decided. You guys are going to help me decide which lawn. We're going to put a new yard in the backyard. But behind that fence and between the barn, I wanted to establish a green area. So we've got some fescue and we've got some annual ryegrass back there. And I asked John to bring his little, zero turn out there and cut it for me. But I told him, you got to be careful, dude, because it's kind of rough and bumpy in their roots. So he's out there testing it for the first time. The fish guys are delivering fish, and then I'm going to cut the putting green. And so. That's a good way to ruin a riding lawnmower, but he wanted to do it. So this field behind our house, we want to keep it like at 6 inches, 4 to 6 inches in like a rye, fescue, and clover. But we got to do an initial cut. So he's back here picking up sticks. Man, it's a rough ride. So this one's located behind the house. And we just wanted a green field view up to the barn. So today is fish stocking day. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh, so there's my babies. Again, Edges Aquatic Services. There's their phone number, there's their name. And they do a great job. So last year, we were walking them down the dock. And I think this little corner will be a lot easier. We just may have to play, we may just have to play net tag for a while. So, just in case you don't know, each one of these things has a container. This is your O2 tank. They're in there feeding them oxygen. And then these things actually contain fish. If he has a tube, he could feed the tube out here. But typically, usually just has a net with him. What did we get today? It was 1,000 bluegill.
1,000 bluegill, grass carp, and some shell crackers.
Do you remember how many shell crackers it was? Okay. I don't remember if it was 500 or 1,000 or something. I can't remember. I don't know. So anyways, here we go. And this is, yeah. Oh, there's my carp. All right. So there's a grass carp. Go eat, buddies. Yep, go ahead. Just put them in.
Go with the shell cracker. They haven't developed all the traits yet.
That color, purple.
Look at that.
Shiny.
Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. Eat away, bass. Eat away. Now, here's what I love about this company. You might see one floater or two floater out of a net full, and that's it. The last time we did this and we had someone, we picked them up in bags, and it was like 10, 20 out of every bag, or 30 of them were dead. And look at them all. And those are your shell crackers. And then these are the baby shell crackers. Be free. That's a pretty good success rate right there. There's probably almost 2,000 fish, and I got maybe 15 dead ones. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna take you over. I'm gonna cut the putting green, but before I do that, I wanna make sure you guys understand something, that over 1 million people have used our free lawn guides. Over 1 million people. They're just websites that we put up. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to download an app. We do not want your personal information. I don't want it. They're just up. If you go to freelawncareguide.com, that's the cool season website. On the top of that page, there's a link to the Bermuda Lawn Guide and the Zoysia Lawn Guide, and they have calendars. They walk you through the entire year. So use them. Guys, they're up. There's product links. There's everything you need. It answers all your questions. So if you have questions about pre-emergent, if you have questions about seeding, grubs, funguses, whatever you have, they're on there. So use them. So let's cut this putting green.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long till I'm back at the pond. I'm pulling up the truck down at the dock. It's time to do some cruising, baby, get a little stuck. It's a Saturday joyride, Percy Priest is the spot to take the blues away. We're on a boat, we're feeling fine, drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time in our own honky tonk with a bottle of wine. We're going up, we're coming down. Cheers to feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. A hell of a time. Yeah, we're chilling out here, ladies in the rear, our feet in the water, our top disappears, drinking Malibu Patron or a beer in a cup. We all get to dance and I get to chance and kiss it.
Oh man, so that looks pretty good for a February 23rd or whatever it is. For a February 23rd golf green in Georgia, that looks pretty damn good considering what we've been through. Man, I'm just amazed. Some people are going to ask, Doc, why do you overlap so much when you cut? That question has come up before. Because when I was young, when I was actually cutting real golf greens, we always cut. Every time we cut a golf green, we actually cut it crisscross. We always cut it twice. So to avoid doing that and keeping pressure off this green, I just overlap. That's the answer to that. Let me putt it. It's not going to be putting nice, but I'm going to putt it just for the hell of it. Oh man, Doc is tired. And there's an airplane going overhead. It's been a long day. It's been about a 15-hour day. Started at the farm, came back over here. I have got 16 videos I'm trying to get to, guys. I've got a ton of videos. I've got a double water filtration system over there at the house. I'm going to do a video on my flooring. I'm going to do a video on my roof. I'm going to show you a full update on the progress of the remodel. We're going to be here working all spring with you guys on this Bermuda lawn. We're going to keep this house and we're going to work this lawn to make it look perfect. So we'll be with you this whole spring on that. We're going to go put a new lawn over at the new property. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to let you guys probably help decide on that. A bunch of different stuff. So make sure you hit that red button, wherever it is, that subscribe button. Get the free lawn guides. I'm going to go eat something because I'm starved. Talk to you later. Doc.